It's time for the Sport Corner Siam Hockey League News. This episode of the Sport Corner Siam Hockey League News is brought to you by the Big Chili Magazine, where in this issue there is a great article about a 25-year-old Chicagoan by the name of Laura Martin. Laura came to Thailand the first time 2 years ago when she was gifted a trip for graduation from university by her mother. But sadly, her mother passed away suddenly a month before she graduated. While Laura was on her first trip, she volunteered at an orphanage and an elephant sanctuary. She even prolonged her trip so she could experience a Songkran festival for the first time. When she was getting ready to return to the States, she knew she would be returning back to Thailand. Her family supported her in this venture, and when she came back, she didn't have a job, a place to live, or any friends. With no time at all, Laura found a place to live as well as made some friends. While here, she has changed her life quite a bit, coming to Thailand and doing an online course through the Institute of Integrative Nutrition online, and in doing so, she found happiness and helps others find happiness. This is a great article about how Laura Martin changed her life and how she helps others change theirs. Our Week 9 games started on Sunday, January 25th, 2018. In our first game, at 8:30, we had Aware versus Hertz. Aware have been dominating the league, and they haven't lost in the last 6 games. They've just recently signed goaltender Patrick Leduc to a contract for the rest of the season, and hopefully this won't throw off their game. Hertz are coming off of a 6-7 loss where they almost came back and tied it up in the last seconds of the game. Their last 2 games, Hertz has played strong for 2 of the 3 periods. If they can find a way to keep their strong play for 3 periods, they should be able to give Aware a run for their money. Both teams did really well in the first half of the first period by preventing many scoring opportunities. With just under 10 minutes left in the first period, Yin Tan Krokriat breaks up a play in Aware's zone and chips the puck up to David Bohr, who pushed it ahead for Monkor Sukhumvit, who skated until he got to the top of the circle, and he cuts in towards Lance until he got to the face-off dot when he lets a wrist shot go that finds Lance's 5-hole to give Aware the lead. After this, both teams again fought hard and prevented many more scoring opportunities, and at the end of the first period, we saw Aware leading 1-0. In the second period, things went back and forth again, with neither team seizing the advantage. With 7:35 left in the period, Yutaka Karaya, sub for Hertz, is called for holding. Just over 30 seconds later, the Aware seized the opportunity and stretch out Hertz's penalty kill unit with some precision passing, which allowed Corey Day of Aware to find the back of the net, with the assist going to Ryan Yaden and Patrick Lumbach. At 12:40 in the second period, Darius Konatopes passed the puck up to Yin, who passed it to Ollie Moyse, who found an opening on Lance to put Aware up 3-0. With just 1:42 left in the period, Darius is called for interference, and the combination of Aware's penalty kill unit and Leduc prevented Hertz from scoring any goals during the penalty. Just over a minute and a half into the third period saw Hertz trying to mount a comeback when Bill Bredesen received a pass from Andy Bryan to put Hertz's first goal past Leduc. Just a minute later saw Aware answer back with a goal from Joni Heinonen, which was assisted by Lumbach and Moncord. Just a minute after that, and Aware scored again. This one by Pu Suachirat, which was assisted by Corey. Just a minute and 43 seconds later, Hertz scored their second of the night. This one by Mike Triaka, which was assisted by Mu Tengsakol and Sebastian Ranger. Leduc sealed the net down after this, but Lance just couldn't do the same. And with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game, Yin scores an unassisted goal for Aware. With just 30 seconds left in the game, Aware scored their 7th and final goal of the night. This one by Pu, which was assisted by Ollie and Darius. The final score of the game was 7-2 for Aware, with Aware topping the shots as well, 35-29. The star of the game for Hertz went to Justin St. Denis for his great work at both ends of the ice. The Rolling Stone Pizza player of the game went to Ollie for his goal and his assist, and had a chance to chat with him after the game.
I have the Rolling Stone Pizza player of the game, Ollie. Congratulations.
Damn, thanks a lot, sir. Appreciate it.
Wow, good game.
Well, I played like garbage, but the boys were rolling, and it was a good team win for sure.
I don't know, you got 2 goals there.
Oh, thanks a lot. Credit the boys, though, for sure. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, congratulations again. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Have a good one there, Dahmer.
In our second game of the night, we had the Sukhumvit Spitfires going against Expedia. The Spitfires won the last time out against Hertz, but they lost a rough one to Aware the time before that. If the Spitfires can play a quick game, they could get under Expedia's skin and cause Expedia to take dumb penalties. If they can do this, they shouldn't have any problems handling Expedia in this one. Expedia are really struggling right now, losing their last 5 games, and their last one out, the frustration really set in when they lost 7-3 to Aware. If Expedia can keep their heads about them, they should be able to give the Spitfires a run for their money. Both teams came out ready to play in this one, and the play really went back and forth, with both teams not getting many shots. Just 4 minutes into the first period, Tomi, the Finnish Fridge Hakkanen, is called for holding. But the Spitfires did a great job of killing off this penalty. With 5 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first period, the Spitfires captain, Brad CrossFit Wilson, breaks up a play and goes coast to coast to score an unassisted goal. Things went back and forth again in the first period until with just over 2 minutes left in the period, Jari Edikainen does the same, going coast to coast and scores an unassisted goal for Expedia. The end of the period saw things tied at 1. The second period saw more of the first period, both teams playing well and keeping their cool. With 7:50 on the clock, Jari is called for tripping. The Spitfires take advantage of the penalty when Harrison Ace Otstemelt gets the puck and passes it to the Finnish Fridge, who sent it to Jason Bitter, who found the back of the net. With just over 3 minutes left in the second period, Tan Limpinphet sends the puck to Steven Sproul, who found the back of the net to put the Spitfires up by 2. Just under 2 minutes into the third period, Tan scores for the Spitfires, with the assist going to Ith Van Tanapakul and Sproul. 4 minutes later, and Brad goes to clear the puck out of his zone and accidentally sending the puck over the glass, giving him a delay of game penalty. The Spitfires did a great job of killing off this penalty. With just 6.5 minutes left on the clock, Tan is called for tripping. And again, the Spitfires show why they are their least scored on team when killing off a penalty. With just under 4.5 minutes left in the game, the Finnish Fridge is called for high sticking, and the Spitfires continued to prevent many scoring opportunities. With just 1 second left in the game, Expedia scored their second goal. This one was an unassisted one by Yutaka Kuraya. The star of the game for Expedia went to Jari for his great play in the defensive zone to keep the Spitfires getting too many scoring opportunities. The Rolling Stone Pizza player of the game went to Tan Limpinphet for his goal and assist, and had a chance to catch up with him after the game.
The Rolling Stone Pizza player of the game, Tan, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Wow, great game.
Yeah, thank you. I'm really tired. Yeah.
2 goals tonight?
No, 1 goal and 1 assist.
Okay. All right. Well, congratulations again. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Our second night of games was on Thursday, January 25th. In our first game at 8:30, we had Hertz going head-to-head with Expedia. This makes the 5th game between Hertz and Expedia. So far, the series is split, with Expedia winning the first 2 games. The first one 7-4, and the second one a blowout of 11-1. Their third game saw Expedia having to forfeit the game for not having enough skaters at the puck drop. And their fourth game saw Hertz tie up the series with a win 5-2. For Hertz to pull off a win in this one, they need to continue to play as a team, and to do so for the full game, not just 2 out of 3 periods. If they can do this, they should be able to pull off a win in this game. Expedia are coming to this game on a 6-game losing streak. One of the problems that Expedia has been having is when they start to fall behind, they tend to let the frustration set in. And when this happens, they try to play as individuals and not as a team. Expedia started this one off less than a minute into the first period with a goal by Juhani playmaker Ias, which was assisted by Jordan sharpshooter Ashton. With 14:41 on the clock, Hertz's Bill Bredesen is called for high sticking, and Hertz's penalty kill unit held strong and prevented too many scoring opportunities. At just under the 8-minute mark, Chap Koyatea of Expedia scored their second goal with the assist from Juhani. With just over 3.5 minutes left in the period, Hertz finally answered back with a goal by Brandon Vick, which is assisted by Andy Brine. At the end of the first period, Expedia's first Colrat was called for holding. Just over a minute into the power play saw Hertz's power play unit stretch out Expedia's penalty kill unit for some precision passing, going from Mu Tengsakol to Andy to Justin, who found the back of the net to tie things up at 2. 4:17 into the second period saw Expedia take the lead again with another goal from Juhani. The end of the second period saw Hertz's Peter Bjorsen called for hooking. Hertz's penalty kill did another great job of killing off this penalty. Just under 4 minutes into the third period saw Hertz tied up again with a goal from Sebastian Ranger, which was assisted by Kim Lidberg. Just a minute and a half later, and Hertz took the lead for the first time with a goal by Justin, with the assist from Andy and Peter. With 7:07 on the clock, Expedia tied it up with a goal from John Siknovsky, which was assisted by Remo Nefanegar. Just a minute later, saw Hertz take the lead yet again with a goal from Mu, which was assisted by Mike Triaka. With 4.5 minutes left in the game, Juhani tied it up again for Expedia. 45 seconds later, Mike for Hertz scores the game winner, with the assist going to Peter. The final score of the game was 6-5 for Hertz, with Expedia dominating the shots 37-29. The star of the game for Expedia went to Yohani for his hat-trick and assist. The Rolling Stone Pizza player of the game went to Justin St. Denis for his 2 goals and his outstanding play in the offensive and defensive zones all night long.
The Rolling Stone Pizza player of the game, Justin. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Feels good. Feels good to finally win one. It's been a while. We almost forgot what it felt like.
Well, a great game, 6-5.
Yeah, it was great. Great back and forth, up and down action all over the place. Lance made some great saves when we needed the saves. Moo had an awesome goal, just wheeling down there when we needed to go up. Just good team effort all around. We're not in last place anymore, so that's great.
Actually, tied for third now.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, thanks a lot. Congratulations again.
All right, thank you, Dom.
Our second game of the night at 9:30 had the Spitfires facing off against the Aware. The Spitfires are coming into this one on a 2-game winning streak. For them to come out on top of this one, they need to find a way to disrupt Aware's power structure. While doing this, they need their top-level guys, Harrison Ace Otzmelt, Michael White, Tan Limpinphet, and Ernesto Ladies Man Bauer to keep producing. And they need their second-level guys, Adrian Myers, Scott Murray, and Richie Giravana to step it up a notch. If they can do this, they should be able to compete with the Aware. Aware are coming into this game tied with the league record with a 7-game winning streak. They've really spread their points around with 7 guys, Devin Michael, Yoni Heinonen, Yin Tan Krokriat, Pu Suichirat, Darius Konatopez, Corey Day, and Patrick Lumbach with 10 points or more, and 3 guys, David Bohr, Ryan Yedin, Munkor Sukubun, just on the verge of breaking the 10-point mark. They also have a strong netminder and Patrick Leduc backing them up between the pipes. Unfortunately for Aware, they have lost Pooh for the remainder of the season with an upper body injury, but with how Aware have their points spread around, they shouldn't make too much of a difference for them. The Spitfires opened this one up just under 5 minutes into the first period when Yutaka Kuraya scored the first goal of the game, with Tomi, the Finnish Fridge, Hakkanen, getting the assist. With 10:35 on the clock, Tomi is called for hooking. The Spitfires did a great job of trying to kill off this penalty, but Aware's power play unit just got the better of them with 15 seconds left in the penalty, and Devin opened things up for Aware, with the assist going to Christian Olofsson and Patrick Lumbach. 40 seconds later, and Corey of Aware scored his first goal of the night, this one an unassisted goal. A minute later, and Aware's David scored, with the assist coming from Yoni and Ollie Moyse. 2 minutes later, and the Aware scored their 4th unanswered goal, this one being Devin's second, which was assisted by Corey and Nikki Sukapichiron. The end of the period saw Aware with a dominating lead of 4-1. Just under a minute into the second period saw the Spitfires starting to mount their comeback with a goal by Adrian, which was assisted by the Finnish Fridge. A minute after that saw White of the Spitfires getting their second goal of the period. With 8:46 left on the clock, Aware widened their lead again with a goal by Corey, which was assisted by Yin and Christian. With just under 6 minutes left in the period, the Spitfires reduced their lead to 1 again, with Steven Sproul scoring with the assist coming from Tan. 6.5 minutes into the third period saw Aware score their 6th goal of the night, this one by Ollie, with the assist coming from Yoni and Patrick. With 8.5 minutes left in the game, Aware brought their total to 7 when Corey scored his hat trick. This one, a top-shelf wrist shot that got by Dream. With 5:46 left on the clock, Ernesto and Moncorn get into a bit of a scuffle in the corner, causing both players to be sent to the penalty box for a roughing. With less than a minute left in the game, Ryan Yedin is called for hooking. The final score of the game was 7-4 for Aware, to set a new league record of winning 8 consecutive games. The star of the game for the Spitfires went to Adrian Myers for continuously pushing the play forward, as well as working hard to prevent Aware from getting more scoring opportunities than they already had. The Rolling Stone Pizza player of the game went to Corey Day for his hat trick and his assist, and had a chance to talk with him after the game.
I have the Rolling Stone Pizza player of the game, Corey. Congratulations.
Thanks, Dom. Appreciate that. It was a great game today. I think that's one of the closest ones we've had. They caved hard to us in the second period.
That's true. But you got a hat trick again tonight?
Yeah, but it was lucky. They gave it away. I think their defenseman gave me 2 passes, so it's pretty nice. Everyone played really well. It was good. They just went in this time.
So what was going through your head when you scored that last one tonight?
I couldn't breathe, actually. I got the wind knocked out of me. The puck hit me right in the sternum, and I was sucking wind. So I was going, sorry. So that's what I was thinking. I got to get off the ice. And then I got lucky and went top shelf.
Excellent. Well, congratulations again. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Tom.
Week 10 games will be starting on Sunday, January 28th, 2018. Our first game of the night at 8:30 is Hertz going head-to-head with the Sukhumvit Spitfires. The Spitfires are coming into this one after a rough loss to Aware the last time out. As in the past, they need to quickly put this game behind them and turn this one around. This is also the time of the season where their second-level guys really need to step it up and start preparing for the playoffs. Hertz are coming into this one after a big win against Expedia the last time out. In the 4 times these two teams have faced off against each other, the Spitfires have come out on top 3 times. If they play like they did the last time out against Expedia, they should be able to surprise the Spitfires and come out with a win. In our second game of the night at 9:30, we have Aware versus Expedia. Aware are on fire right now, winning their last 8 games. As long as they aren't plagued with too many more injuries and they don't get lazy, they should continue their winning ways. Expedia are in a giant slump right now, losing their last 7 games, and they lost a close one last week to Hertz. One of the problems Expedia is facing right now is they're struggling to get all their players on the ice at one time, with players injured or traveling. If they can get some of their key players back on the ice, they should be able to give Aware a run for their money. That's all for this week, and I'll see you at the rink.
The opposite was very strong. I was good.
The Sport Corner's Siam Hockey League news is brought to you by Big Chili Magazine, the best-read expat lifestyle and news magazine in Thailand. It covers interesting issues in Bangkok and the region while bringing its readers engaging stories and various exclusive interviews, food reviews, and more. You can find the Big Chili Magazine in bookstores and online at thebigchili.com.